Today I've learned a lesson that lighting matters a lot. It really matters a lot when recording YouTube videos. I mean, I was relying on the natural light this entire time. Every time the sun goes out, their FPS or whatever is fine. Every time the sun goes in, the camera just fucking dies. This is my third draft recording this video. I just blasted my LEDs on maximum, I think. No, they won't even. There you go, they're on maximum. So I apologise for the colours that are going to come, but unless you want to see a nuke at the top of the screen, this is the best thing I can do. I don't want to shut the blinds either, leave the natural light and it's fine. Right. My biggest regret, for the third time, my biggest regret is a story from about 3 years ago. I was in this friend group where we literally went from borderline nobodies to the most popular people in school. Literally over summer, just most popular. Because we always went out into town on a Friday, right? From September, sometimes we spend a Friday and go out to town, the neighbouring town, the town the school was in. And we'd literally just walk around there, see people, interact with people, and so a lot of people began to know us. And it was good and all for September. I'll be like, sorry dad, I can't come this weekend. I'm out with my friends, or I'll see you tomorrow. Or on the inset day, I apologise that we got the wrong bus for later than we should have been. October, fine. No problems, right? But November is when everything changed. November is when my biggest regret actually takes place. Because I stopped seeing my dad. I straight up just stopped seeing my dad. Because in my mind, the socialising with my friends aspect was more important than my family. When in reality it's family over friends. I'll go into that in a different video, right? But I shouldn't be prioritising my friendships so much, especially when I deal with them all the time at school. Deal with them. Say it like it's a bad thing. And I didn't see my dad for 18 months. This was about 3 years ago now, like I said. But 18 months I went without seeing my dad. That's a very long time. It was already difficult because I had football on the Sundays. This was the first time I was going back into football season. Football on the Sundays. I didn't want to stay here on a Saturday night because I wanted to wake up on a Sunday morning fresh and ready to play football. Right? So I didn't want to go see him on a Saturday night. I wanted to go dropped off on a Saturday evening. You know, so I could still see my dad. But for some reason, there was just a point where I was just like, nah. For 18 months. 18 months. We weren't even a huge friend group for 18 months. From November to like June, and then they split. Why for the other 9 months? I can't tell you that. Malfunction in my mind. We'll go with that, right? Hopefully it's, malfunction in my mind. Hopefully that doesn't annoy anyone. And the premise of the story is, I regret not being there for his Christmas, playing the new Call of Duty on Christmas Day on his sofa, than, having the freedom on Christmas Day to go play football at the park. I would have gone and played football at the park anyway. But I just didn't see it. And to be honest, I missed those days. He got the, was it 4 years ago now? He got the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I put a picture on the screen somewhere in the nuke over there. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, I believe. And literally on Christmas Day, we were just running around Nuketown 24/7 with his favourite gun. Just funny. When you're 13, that's funny. I wasn't even 13, I think I was 12. When you're 12, that's funny. But I decided to basically take a bulldozer and whack it at the bridge in between our relationship. Do you understand? I took a bulldozer, I took a mace. What's the sharpest and strongest medieval weapon you can think of? And I just started breaking the bridge of our relationship for 18 months. And like I said, now let's get to the point. My greatest regret isn't going out into town. It's not the action I took of going out into town. It's the inaction where I didn't take the bus early. I didn't say, can I come see you on a Saturday? I didn't want to see him. My greatest regret is not seeing my dad because I took zero action towards seeing him. It's not, oh, I wish I didn't go into town. No, I'm glad I did. I just wish I went home earlier. I wish I took the bus. I wish I asked my mum, please can you come pick me up from X town so I can go see my dad. I wish I asked my dad, can you come at 5:30 so I have a little bit more time? Or can I come on Saturday? And again, it's another philosophy. This channel is filled with value. It's unbelievable. Another philosophy is the philosophy of regret. And I wouldn't say this is my own philosophy, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody else say this. It's certainly not my own principle, right? It's certainly not like Colleen's principle, Colleen's philosophy. This is just one that, again, I live by very sharply, very dearly in my mind. And that is, you will always live life in greater regret from inactions than actions. Just give it a try. Just try. Take the action. And this works in every realm, apart from stuff that makes you feel abnormal, like alcohol, drugs, because addiction, or what's not. The same with smoking and vaping and all the other haram, heinous bullshit, whatever you call it. It's all bad for you. And you will not regret not trying that. But everything else, like I said in the first video I did, if you don't take the time out of your day on this one chance you've got, because you don't know when your last chance is. Your last chance could be today to see your most beloved family member. If you don't take the time out of your day to go build a bond with them and talk with them, like I use the example of granddad at a football game. If my granddad asked me to go to a football game, I'll drop everything and go to the football game with him, because it might be the last thing we ever do. And if it is, we've got a story to tell. You know, I went to the Arsenal against West Ham London derby for the football game because my dad's a West Ham fan and we won 3-0, for example, right? Actually, I think that's the scoreline last year, don't worry. It's too specific. But you know, if my granddad wanted to go do that, I'd drop everything, go see my granddad. If my dad said, I've got tickets to Twickenham, do you want to come watch the rugby? I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. If my friend says, do you want to come watch the PGA? I'll be like, yeah, that'd be great. You know, also because I love golf, right? I act like a posho. But really, if you're going to take anything away from this, take away the fact that regret from inaction will always be greater than regret from action.
It's coming home. It's coming home.